Good morning, fellas. You said to make these videos about stuff that you've been through and about stuff that makes you think and ponder. And, growing up, I had very few people that would pour into my life. You know, I was I was raised what I thought at the time by people who didn't want me around. My dad was 21 years older than my mother. He was 33 and my mother was 17. So they were together for a very short time. Basically, after I was born, he started cheating on her, and she had ulterior motive for being with him too. She just wanted to get out the house. I was a product of that, but I feel like I never really had someone to pour into me to really look out for me, without having interests, self-interest. On the call this morning, and I posted it yesterday about real men, about doing stuff without having ulterior motives. And I find myself in that position now. I'm talking about my own kids. I have two stepkids and I have one real daughter. Real daughter, very a strange relationship. I mean, we're cool on paper, but we don't really talk as much as I would like to. My stepkids, man, for the last almost 10 years, I've raised them with my wife. But they just seem to be going off the rails. And you try to sit back and contemplate and understand why they're going a certain way when they're getting fed some good stuff, some good information. They get love, they get everything they need, and it to comprehend someone's thought process is the hardest thing to I guess come by. It's like not being able to make the sale if you try to sell somebody. So I'm trying to sell my stepkids, real world. I mean, you guys know exactly the way you see and you hear. That's exactly how I am all the time. Yet I can't get them to understand, to like see that. It just seems like they want to learn the hard way, or they want to go through struggle. Now, these aren't young kids anymore. They're 22 and 25. But they're not like we were when we were growing up. You know, at 19, I was in the military. I was already, a man per se. But these are still children, basically. That's the way, you know, that I see them mentally. The actions they make, the comments they make, what they do on a day-to-day basis. But I'm baffled, man, you know, because I don't get I don't get angry too much, but stupid people get me angry. And I feel like they're acting stupid, but they're not. They're extremely smart kids. But I just can't comprehend. You know, when you have, just like the Bible says, I'm going to choose today, your path. I put before you life and death. And you're purposely choosing death when you know that you have an option and you're choosing the worst out of the two options. And it's hard as a stepfather. I think it's harder to be a stepfather, a good stepfather, than to be a real father. Because there's certain things that I can't do that's not within my power to do that if they were my own children. So I didn't think I was going to make this 5 minutes, but I'm glad I made it there. Thanks for hearing me out. Stay blessed, fellas.